Hello and welcome to the 11th and final video recorded for the 2017 P3 Data Summit. I'm Matt Lavery, and in this video I'm going to show you how to look at the relationship between the grades in one of the early courses that we looked at in the last video and what those grades might mean for graduation ultimately. So I'm going to go ahead and start by dragging the course out of the columns spot. And I'm going to put the progress indicator back there. And I'm going to go ahead and select only the 2010 and 2011 cohort. Since I'm really interested in the graduation outcomes, I'm going to go ahead and use those for demonstration purposes. So now the progress columns that are shown only have to do with graduation or the negative outcomes, so the pace variables are not included. Now, the best way to look at this then is going to use the filters feature. So I'm going to drag college algebra into filters. Now, presently, it remembered that I unchecked blank, which is good. So when I drop that back in place, I don't have to uncheck blank, but right now it's looking at all outcomes. So this tells me that anybody who took college algebra, regardless of the outcome, has roughly a 21% chance of graduating in 4 years or less, 10% of them graduated in 6 years, and so on. But I'm really interested in seeing how those values change based on the grade received. So if I uncheck all, I'm going to look at at the impact of getting either an A or a B in the course. So doing well in college algebra, the 4-year graduation rate is up at about 39%. The 5-year graduation rate is at about 23%, 6-year graduation rate at about 6%. And if we look at the negative outcomes, 21% of them were non-retained, and 2.5% of them did not persist. Now let's compare that to the outcomes for students who received a DFW, who did poorly enough in the course for it not to count for any program requirements. And what we see is that a DFW in college algebra, about half of those students were not retained. 20% of them did not persist, and only about 3% of them graduated in 4 years or less. So this seems to be a pretty strong predictor of college success. And we can use these same methods with any other course. So I'm going to go ahead and put Writing Comp 2 in its place like I did last time. So now, and I need to change this. No, I did that wrong. Writing Comp 2 goes here. The progress indicator goes there. Okay, good. So now, all grades in Comp 2, these are the percentages. We're going to see how those change for students who get either an A or a B. 4-year grad at 42%, non-retention at about 16 or 18%. And compare that to a DFW. Non-retention at about 57%, 4-year graduation at about 4%. So there's a difference there as well. I hope these skills help you dig into this data and find some enlightening details.